was proven in court that there was no interference, and Mike Pence irresponsible. There was supposed to be a burning of a Sefer Torah in Sweden outside the Israeli embassy after the Quran was burnt last week, not by a Jew, by someone from Iraq, at least the way I understand it. And the government was supposed to allow this. The government issued a permit to burn the Sefer Torah and the Bible in front of the Israeli embassy. To me, it makes absolutely no sense. If it was a Jew or an Israeli who had burned the Quran, maybe you could say it's some sort of retribution, some sort of revenge. But I don't think it was a Jew who burned the Quran. Two wrongs don't make a right, that's for sure. And certainly, where there's no element of revenge involved, I have no clue. The person never ended up burning the sacred Torah. He felt bad. He's not going to burn sacred books. He did the right thing. The Swedish government did not. The Wall Street Journal called out the Biden administration for treating Iran better than treating the way the United States treats Israel. Joe Biden has repeatedly tried to negotiate with Iran, giving up more and more just to stop their nuclear program, which presumably won't stop. And he basically has made Israel a pariah state, won't invite Netanyahu to the White House. Israel is one of the strongest allies the United States has, especially in the Middle East. The Wall Street Journal also noted that he has worsened the United States relationship with Saudi Arabia, also has not furthered the Abraham Accords. It's very highly questionable why Joe Biden has done this. Obviously, his cognitive level is not the same as it used to be. Has not been the smartest president, maybe the worst president ever, but it really is a head scratcher what he's doing with Israel. The Warriors traded for Chris Paul. Chris Paul is 38 years old. They hinted he might be on the second team. He might be coming off the bench. They already have Steph Curry, who's going to be manning the point. The reason they did this was not to sign Chris Paul, it's to unload the contract of Jordan Poole, which they sent to the Wizards. He has a $126 million contract starting next year for 4 years, which the Warriors would have to take on. They're doing the right thing. They're trying to have Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry retire as Warriors. In an age where everyone basically jettisons to another team, forming, basically superpowers in order to win a championship. The Warriors, all three players were drafted by the Warriors, hopefully will retire as Warriors. This move was not about acquiring Chris Paul. It was jettisoning Jordan Poole, who it's evident that by himself would not be the star, the likes of Steph Curry. So this was a smart move by the Warriors. If you look at the stock market, you realize with the current economic state in America, with soaring inflation and other problems, it's kind of crazy how the stock market is jacked up right now. Tech stocks are way too high for what they really should be. Even the actual valuation of the companies, Microsoft stock is trading at $345 a share. It's almost like high as it's ever been. I think if you're looking to buy in the stock market now, I think most of the stock market is overinflated. The one sector where I see maybe it's a good time to invest is the financial sector. Financial sector has been hit hard since a couple of banks collapsed. There's good financial stocks out there that are relatively cheap for where they normally are. So if you're looking to invest in the stock market and want to buy a couple of single individual stocks, I think the financial sector is where to go. One of the stars of the Netflix show Jewish Matchmaking has actually gotten engaged, not to the person she was dating on the show, but to a different person who she had a relationship since last year with. Whether being part of the show contributed to it, I don't know. I think it's important for young singles to determine when they want to actually get married. If you're going into a relationship, you're not sure if you want to get married or not, oftentimes it's not going to lead to getting married. This girl, Cindy, was looking to get married, at least according to the show. And I think for all singles out there, when you date specifically for marriage, I know this from the Jewish community, the ultra-Orthodox community that I'm part of here, everyone dates just to get married, and oftentimes a lot more successful than when you're just in the single world of the secular world and you're just dating. It's unclear if you're just doing it to have fun or to get married. When your mind is in to get married, both people are committed, oftentimes you'll end up in a marriage.